we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He might want another play. Got room. Got a little grass. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
A run for the quarterback, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
This is a designed run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a little room there. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, look out on the right. The 30, past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
That's caught. It's Craver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy...
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. takeaway of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Reed. That's caught. It's Horton.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play.
Really nice job by the defense there. Expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
The Canes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Powers through the defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eye.
Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Throwing Reed. Fires toward the target. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll run it again. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Pulls and fires complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Throwing, Mensah. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Mensah to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Horton. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Reed. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Reed. He's going to take off. Quarterback got it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Grabs it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Pringle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
They're testing the right side here. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to the ground with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Canes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 94, set to kick this one off.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. It's on target and complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Keeps it on the draw. Runs through the tackle. Finding some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Reed unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's lead things off with a look in on Colorado State taking on the Texas State Bobcats. And it's the Rams in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like
maybe a crease. Picks up the first down. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Just feeds the running back. There's a crease. And he's dragged down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Fights off a defender. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be calling a hot route.
949 Rockstar. Spade Little. Ruby.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throwing Reed. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Gets open down the middle. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Running inside. It's Fletcher. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's Mensah to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Reed. Under fire. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Under fire. Trying to get away. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. And this is a big key for us to win this game.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Here's Reed to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Craven. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback making checks. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Reed fires to the middle. On target to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To the air, it's Reed. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Mensah buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. Like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got it in the middle, it's Riley. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Marcel Reed. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Texas A&M going quickly. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Reed. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds.
Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Got the back over the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Reed. He's got it in the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we have a one-possession game late. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you've got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. They brought him down, but not soon enough, and they're going to be able to run out the clock from here.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the bad news on defense is you gave up a big completion. The good news, though, you showed great effort making a tackle and getting them down inside the 5-yard line. Effort does matter. We'll see. If they can hold the offense here to 3 points, that might be the type of play defensively that may win you this game.
And the Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And they can forget that.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
To throw, it's Reed. He's taking the deep shot. it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
One more play to pad the stats. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm